Sometimes it can be hard to remember that winter is a season and not just a weather condition. To cope with the worst of it, today's Studless Ice and Snow tires are packed with technology that focuses on providing exceptional traction in snow, slush, and icy conditions. While traditional thinking would say such a singular focus means trade-offs in other areas, such as handling, road noise, or tread wear. And that was very true with earlier studless tire designs. But advances in tire technology means those trade-offs are much less apparent, while snow and ice traction levels remain at all-time high levels. One of the newest tires in the Studless Ice and Snow category is the Dunlop Winter Maxx. To find out how well it performs, we're comparing it to 3 of the top tires in the category: the Bridgestone Blizzak WS-70, Continental ExtremeWinterContact, and Michelin X-Ice Xi3. Well, to start things off, I'm driving in the car with the Bridgestone Blizzak WS-70 tires. And like a lot of studless ice and snow tires, this one doesn't have the most precise steering. It's a little bit vague on initial turn-in, and there's some imprecision in long sweeping turns like this on-ramp. The ride quality is pretty good, but it does produce a little bit of tread noise from the aggressive tread pattern that it has. Now I'm driving on the Continental ExtremeWinterContact, and this tire does a good job at minimizing the trade-offs to get great winter traction. The handling and steering feel is very good, right behind the best of the group, which is the Michelin, and it also does a good job at softening the ride and produces a reasonably quiet ride. Well, I'm in the car with the Dunlop Winter Maxx tires, and driving here on clear roads, this tire does show some of the traditional trade-offs of studless ice and snow tires. Handling is a little bit less responsive and imprecise than the best in the group. It does a good job at cushioning the ride, but again, the aggressive tread pattern that this tire has produces some noticeable and distinctive growl as we roll down the road. And finally, I'm driving in the car with the Michelin X-Ice Xi3 tires. And this tire really feels the least compromised of the group as I drive here on the clear roads. It has very direct and relatively precise steering feel. The ride quality is also good, and the overall noise levels are quite low. For many drivers, the glare ice found at slick intersections or out on the highway is one of the most challenging winter conditions they'll face. We measured each tire's ability to start and stop on the ice and found all 4 tires performed very well and with nearly equal traction levels. If you really want the best tire for when winter weather's at its worst, you should consider something from the studless ice and snow category. Today's best tires offer excellent ice and snow traction while maintaining good capability in the other aspects of the winter season. The Michelin X-Ice Xi3 strikes the best balance of this group and delivers great traction on the ice and in the wet while maintaining good road manners. The Continental ExtremeWinterContact is another great option that limits the trade-offs to achieve good winter traction. The Bridgestone Blizzak WS-70 and Dunlop Winter Maxx are both somewhat more focused, providing very good ice traction, but they aren't able to match the wet grip and clear road driving of the best in the category. As we drive on these tires, it's still too early in the season to have conditions we need for accurate snow testing. So later in the season, we'll head to a dedicated winter testing facility to evaluate how well each tire can start, stop, and handle in the snow. Be sure to look for that follow-up report coming soon. As we compare tires side by side, we find each one has its own personality. It's not as simple as choosing between good and bad. So as you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what to drive. And be sure to go to TireRack.com for our complete test report and to learn more about the tires featured in this test.